Turning to the investigation now. The FBI has released the names of 19 men it says hijacked the planes, all dead now. And tonight reports that U.S. authorities have made their first arrest in the case. And as investigators zero in on who did this, the U.S. is beefing up its military. The CBC's chief Washington correspondent, David Halton, joins us now. David.
Well, Peter, from President Bush down, officials here are describing the U.S. as a nation at war. And today, Secretary of State Colin Powell said it's the kind of war that the U.S. has never had to face before.
The enemy is in many places. The enemy is not looking to be found. The enemy is hidden. The enemy is very often right here within our own country.
That fact triggered extraordinary new measures to try to prevent this ever happening again.
Stand by.
Orders went out today authorizing the call-up of more than 35,000 reserve troops. All of them will be deployed for what the Pentagon calls homeland defense.
Many Americans have asked how they can help, and now some of our citizens will begin to help by trading their work clothes for a uniform as their parents and grandparents did in the past.
For the moment, the Air National Guard is providing the biggest group of reservists, 13,000 of them. They'll provide backup at 26 bases. Pilots there have been ordered to be ready to scramble immediately to intercept hijacked aircraft. Already, F-16s are patrolling the New York-Washington corridor around the clock.
I will support and defend.
This as the armed forces report a surge in the number of new recruits.
Against all enemies.
The Coast Guard, too, is on high alert, stopping incoming boats for inspection, and last night boarding a cruise ship near Miami to detain 2 suspects. A flurry of arrests at New York airports proved to be a false alarm, but the FBI investigation has made significant progress.
Anyone with information about these individuals immediately contact an FBI field office.
All 19 of the hijackers had Arabic names. 7 were trained as pilots, including Mohammed Atta and Marwan al-Shehi, alleged to have piloted the 2 aircraft that destroyed the World Trade Center. Most were from Saudi Arabia and Egypt, but some had lived in the United States for years, the enemy within. The scale of the investigation and the number of tips is staggering.
To date, we have had more than 36,000 total leads. Of those, over 30,000 have come in off the internet. 3,800 have been received on the FBI hotline.
And tonight, a possible breakthrough. The Justice Department has announced that the first arrest has been made of a person described as a material witness. Peter?
What does a material witness mean, David?
Well, it's usually defined here as someone with highly relevant information about an investigation or someone who's described as a high flight risk.
All right. Now, listen, they've got the black boxes now from 2 of the situations, the one in Pennsylvania and then last night retrieving the black boxes from the Pentagon. Any word yet on what those say?
Well, one big disappointment, it seems, Peter, the cockpit voice recorder, something that would have given clues to those dramatic moments before the jet slammed into the Pentagon. That apparently has been so badly damaged in the crash that there's no really useful information on it. They do, of course, have the flight data recorder, but we still have had no release of information from that.
All right. David Halton reporting to us tonight from outside the White House in Washington.